Okay, hi Jane. Thank you for taking out your information from this video, from this document, so I can make a video showing others, and hopefully others can learn from it. I'm going to really get pretty intense here with your resume and see if I can't help you a little bit more with getting a better job than what you're having or whatever your goal is. I'd like to make videos because it really tells you how people think when they see your resume. And especially for recruiters, what's a recruiter thinking when they look at your resume? Well, they might be thinking, like off the top of their head, they might be seeing issues. There might be red flags coming up. And I'm going to see what a recruiter I'm going to tell you what a recruiter might think of your resume. Those first little bits that come up can be really helpful. Now, please know that even if I just completely destroy your resume and say, oh, this is bad, I know you've worked really hard on this. And from our conversation earlier, I know that you're really struggling in a lot of ways. And just know that I'm not doing this to completely destroy you, but this is probably going to destroy you. Just giving you a heads up, it's going to rip your heart out, and you might think about spiraling down, but know that I'm going to help you put it together in a better way. I know that when you're doing a resume, it is your heart on the line. I absolutely respect that, and hope that you keep in mind that we can make it better and a lot stronger and make you a much more viable candidate for other jobs, something making way better than you're currently making. All right, let's get started here. You took out all your personal information, totally fine. Usually I'd like to see at least a little bit, but that's totally fine. Just at least have your city and your state on your resume. Recruiters don't really need more than that. They need your phone number, your email, your city, your state, and your name. That's pretty much it for your information. Then, first thing that I see here is something else missing, and that is an objective. What kind of job do you want to go for? Dream, but like something more and better. If you're thinking, well, I just need a better job, well, that doesn't work in this day and age. That's what they call throwing spaghetti on walls and seeing what sticks. And that no longer works. That hasn't been true for like 30 years now. Now you have to target certain jobs. So I want you to pick 3 categories of jobs out there after we're done. Not right now, but after we're done. Pick 3 categories of jobs that scare you a little bit because they don't quite match your skills, but there's quite a few of your skills in there. And then I want you to tailor your resume, use the keywords from whatever job you see up there, and kind of throw those keywords into your resume where they make sense. And that should be very helpful. And then, of course, writing an objective statement, something that says, I'm looking for a position in X career in the Y industry, or just in the Y industry. I'm looking for a career in the Y industry, or I'm looking for an X job, full-time position in the, I'm looking for a full-time X job position. Looking for a full-time X position. That would be the best. That's an objective. It's telling a recruiter or somebody what types of jobs you're looking for. And recruiters have more than one type of job that they're looking for. So if you have an objective statement, it takes full advantage of that, because they might be able to match you with other jobs that you haven't even applied for. They do that. They love doing that because it's more money for them. All right, so experience here, December 22 to present. All right, yeah, so you've had this job a couple months, great. Petco, feeding animals, answered phone calls, and cashed out customers. All right, first thing here, this is current. It's a current job, so I'd like to see this all be current tense, or it can all be past tense, but they all have to match. Everything has to be all current tense or all past tense. So feeding animals, answering phone calls, cashing out customers. Then issue number 2 that I see here is that's nowhere near enough. you have a lot more than this working at Petco. I already know. I've been into Petco recently, and I used to work retail for like 10 years. I know you have a lot more skills than this. Stocking shelves, for example, front-facing items, customers answering customer questions about products, finding out info about product details for customers, cleaning animal cages, or cleaning tanks and animal cages, for example. What else do they do? If there's any like little repair things, sweeping the floor, general tasks and duties that you're cleaning the counters or sweeping the floor. Those are a lot. You have a lot more there that you're missing. So let's go ahead and add those on. And since that will be a lot of bullet points, just run some of them together. Feeding animals, cleaning tanks, and animal cages can literally just be one line because it's all about animals. Answering phone calls, customer questions, and finding product knowledge about items. That would be one line. Cashing out customers, cleaning the floor, whatever. The unboxing, boxing, picking, packing for like online orders. Do you do any of that? That would be also some other ideas. So yeah, you're really undervaluing how many skills you have from that job. Let's add those on. Let's make another at least one more bullet point, and just have at least 4 bullet points there, and that'll be perfect. Okay. Then I notice you have this line in between here, but not on the rest. It's like a Google Doc. Oh wait, never mind. I think I did that. I may have done that because I did start your resume earlier and I was interrupted, so I had to restart I had to restart this whole video. So I may have done that. So, oh yeah, I do believe I was talking about all the white space that you had on your resume. You're making it 4 pages and you don't even have enough for no more than 2. So let's take out some of this white space and just, add lines in between. Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of that now. But yeah, like I can't do it on this Google Drive here, I don't believe, but you can from your end. Crunch the space a little bit. You can make this tiny. You don't have very big skills and you're not using a lot of you're using way too much white space. Crunch your resume down to 1.5 pages would probably be good. All right, November 2021 through December 2022. So that was a year. Yeah, okay. Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. Totally fine to have that the same thing. I'm missing your title. Oh, same here. I'm missing your title. Customer Service Associate? I'm guessing the same here. Cashier or whatever. You need your title. Titles are not important, but they are very important on a resume. But they are not important. Don't judge yourself by your title. But recruiters need to see your title. All right. Answer questions about store policies and address customer concerns. Fine. Operated a cash register to record transactions accurately and efficiently. Yeah, that's fine for your level. This I would say could be changed, but for your resume, this is perfectly fine. There are different levels of resumes. You're on, from what I can tell so far, you're on level 1. Level 1 means just a really basic kind of customer service, retail, restaurant, entry level sort of resumes. And then like there's the next level up, which is kind of more beginning management, a little bit of higher level skills, and then there's middle management, then there's higher like director, and then there's like CEO and those type of really high things. So resumes have kind of this level type of thing, and it's not your job title it's definitely not your job title or where you worked that makes the levels. It's the type of skills that you have that make those levels, make your resume go up levels. It's all about the skills. The more you stack valuable skills with other skills, the higher your levels go up. Okay. Pardon me. Okay, sorry. All right. Maintained current knowledge of store promotions and highlighted sales to customers. Great. Those are great skills right there. Again, I feel like you're missing some. Picking, packing, shelving, cleaning, all of the same stuff from here. You don't necessarily need to have it on this, but at least add a few more, like another bullet points worth, and you'll be great. You never need to say things twice on your resume. However, you're at a level 1 sort of resume, so you do need to have a little bit more info, even if that info is the same. So everything I say falls away. What I'm saying for you to do on your resume absolutely falls away with a higher resume. For the future, you'll never need to say it again. You never need to say something twice on your resume. But for you, you don't have enough, so you do need to say it twice. If that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, add some more stuff there, and then Rite Aid Pharmacy. This bullet point here is weird, but that might just be Google Docs. See, now here you have your title. Great. Cashier. Again, all right. Handled lottery requests. How? Printed lottery tickets? Input numbers for lottery? Like, what did you do with lottery requests? Break that up a little bit more. Give me more info about that and put that there instead. Maintain a high level of professionalism and etiquette while answering phone calls. Yep, fine. But this doesn't necessarily convey a lot of skills. But again, you don't have very much. So you're trying to pull out whatever skills you have. This is great. But it really is, this is basically your job. It's like kind of expected in the workplace. It's not really a skill. So maybe there's some additional skills that we could pull out of here. Greeted customers promptly and serve quickly. Oh, okay. Again, that's like saying you walked or you talked. Like, that's literally not, it's not a skill. It's a expectation. It's not something you could really put on your resume. So both of these are really weak. And then you've got process product exchanges and refunds. Well, did you cash out people too? Did you clean? Did you pack? Did you front face? Again, with the missing things that would be expected for a cashier role. I want to see those on there first, even if you have already set them up here, yeah. But those would make more sense than these two things being on there. Okay. CVS Pharmacy, cashier. Balance the register. Great. Organize the front end. Yes, organize front end stuff. Yes, of course. Handled returns. Yep. Managing damages. 2 issues there. Number 1, the tense thing again. Suddenly we're in present tense for a past tense job. And number 2, what damage did you manage? You obviously handled damaged items, refunded and placed items in appropriate go back containers. Placed broken items into trash. I think you could break that down a little bit as to what you did to manage damages. And again, answer the phone in a friendly manner. That's an expectation, not a skill. If you worked as a cashier in the CVS pharmacy, you definitely stocked shelves. You definitely ran your butt off. Did you do anything with like the photo station? I don't think CVS has anything to do with like FedEx or UPS, but was there any what other things that CVS provides that you did? Stocking milk, placing pill bottles into bags, stapling them shut. You could really break it down pretty far. Yeah, I think you could have those on there. You've got more. It's like I'm starting to see this pattern. You've got more, but I don't think you really have any confidence in those as valuable skills. So you're leaving them out, but those should definitely be on there. All right, let's see. Yeah, Bath and Body Works, cashier again. So you've been, and the last one is cashier. So this is all just cashier, 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 cashier. All right. First, let's go through this and then we'll talk about that. Provided sales and customer service. Manage inventory stock for the store. Yes, that needs to be here and here and here and here. That's actually quite a valuable skill. Managing inventory stock for the store is quite nice. Did you like order anything, or did you just like take things out of boxes and put them on the shelves, or did you do something with requesting certain items to be sent? There's so much that managing inventory stock could be. You know your skill better, so see if you can break that up into little pieces. Set up presentations and displays as well as loss prevention. Loss, not lost. LOSS. Loss prevention. I don't care if you think that's wrong. No, it's definitely loss prevention. Ask me how I know. All right. Maintain neat and orderly product display. Yep, that's fine. So these are great. And by the way, that's a very valuable skill. Setting up in presentations and displays is literally a job on its own for a lot of companies. You could get a job just doing that for that company and make more than any cashier. Yeah. And this too. These two are your strongest skills. In this entire thing, those two right there, if they're a little deeper like I think they are, you had some abilities to go higher from that job alone. But somewhere along the lines, you got stuck in the same position over and over and over and over and over again. Again, we'll wait on that. Burlington, cashing out customer sales. Yep, ran the register efficiently, kept the line moving even on busy shifts. Yeah, I'll let you. It's the first job. Yes. Ensure customers were greeted promptly and served quickly. Again, you're missing skills, and this one is not a skill. This is not enough of a skill. It's a job title. It's not a job title. It's a job expectation. So you're missing other stuff. Did you hang up items again? Did you place items back into the proper places? Did you unbox boxes or did you rebox stuff to be sent to an outlet? Did you clean again? Did you set up any displays? Like, there's so much that you could possibly have from this too. Education, high school, global studies program, study Japanese language. Great! Nihongo shabimasu ka? Hanashimasu ka? Honto? すごい。はい、そうです。日本語喋れます。4年住んでいました。4年、東京、横浜、甲府、栃木、住んでいました。Yeah. So I lived in Japan for 4 years. I speak Japanese enough to impress people. I can read some of the kanji, but generally my focus was on speaking. So yeah, it's pretty cool that you also understand a little bit of Japanese. All right, no more community college. Oh, you're in college right now. This needs to be above your high school. Switch these two around, and those will be great. Award, certificate from the Center of Global Studies program. Great. Yeah, that just go ahead and just put these together. You don't need its own category. Just place that under education, and we'll crunch that white space a little bit more. That gets rid of the whole fourth page entirely. All right. Yeah. So I am seeing just one major problem. Two major problems. Number one, you're undervaluing your skills and not counting a lot of your skills in. And number two, which is what I kept on saying, I'll talk about at the end. And that is, do you feel stuck? It looks like, to me, you feel absolutely stuck in spinning in a circle with just cashier jobs. Retail. You're more than ready to go up and into a career. Obviously, you're in college, so probably don't need something major. However, you do need something at least part-time in a better career. Now, we talked, we had a nice long conversation, one sentence at a time, but I would definitely consider you to be somebody that feels stuck and doesn't know how to get out of retail and restaurant. And that's literally the type of person I work with. That's literally my target client. And this, I mean, just cashier. It's pretty obvious that you feel really stuck in this position, but you are at least getting, into the nursing program. General studies and nursing. That's wonderful. So that's choosing that job. That's what's going to need to go here. Looking for a nursing, whatever your qualification will be, RN position, LPN. I don't know the nursing qualifications as well as I should. Whatever it is that you're qualified to do after that nursing program, that would definitely be here. Now, here's the fun part. There's internships for nursing helpers, candy stripers, and orderlies. There are positions that you could start today doing with just the skills. Once we fix up your resume a little bit, just with the skills that you have already, you could start in those literally today. You have more than enough skills and work experience under your belt. You've proven yourself. You've got jobs and jobs and jobs. They're a little short. January to July, okay, that's 6 months. November, so that's 1 year. November 2019 through December 2020, so that's that's a year. July through January, that's 6 months. Yeah, you've got a little bit of job hopping going on, but it's just cashier jobs. Nobody cares. Nobody freaking cares about the job hopping as much anymore, especially with retail jobs. Everybody knows. Everybody. This is a known thing that jobs only last until December when you're in retail. And some jobs just suck. Everybody knows it. So, job hopping, if anybody brings up job hopping to you, just say, yeah, it's retail. They ended in December or January. That's because they ended in January, or the jobs ended in December. Duh. So it's not as big of a deal. If you're thinking that that's a deal, it's not as big of a deal. So yeah, I think that realistically, the only issues that I see, from what I can see here, is that you are stuck in retail and restaurant or retail work, and you shouldn't be. You can actually get into a hospital job or whatever type of nursing job that you want as an orderly or a candy striper or whatever position that a hospital has, and get real world, real skills in the environment you're wanting to go into. Like, you could start applying for that as soon as we fix up your resume. Now, there is one additional little asterisk I'm going to put there, and that is your resume is entirely focused on the job you have, and it's not focused well. We need more of those skills there. But once you do put all of that stuff there, then we've gotten to stage 2 here. We need to focus your resume on the job you want, not the job you have. A resume is about your future, not getting you stuck in the same damn position. And this is probably why you're stuck. You're focusing you're focusing on applying for the jobs that you have already had, thinking that you don't qualify for hire. You absolutely do. And you show that by saying, looking for a job in X, whatever that job title next that you want, and then tailoring your skills slightly more towards that job. For example, if you were wanting to be a teacher, then you wouldn't just put feeding animals, answering phone calls, and cashing out customers. You would be changing a few of those keywords. Taught care techniques about taught dog and cat care techniques to customers, which you have absolutely done in a Petco job in any way, shape, or form. That's how you tailor your resume. Answer questions about store policies. Again, taught. instead of answered. Operated a quick cash register to record transactions. We could possibly tweak that a little bit and say something about operated computers to record transactions. Yes, instead of cash register, change it to a computer, and then see if we can't tailor it somehow to reference lightly a grading, for example, to record. In a way, it already is. We might just be able to tweak that a little bit. Accurately for transactions, accurately for store customer satisfaction grading. That, you get the idea. Just I'm BSing it here, but that's what I mean. You can tailor it. If you want to go into nursing, well, then we want to put in the words empathy somewhere. We want to put in the words emergency, handled in emergency, handling emergency situations with animals, for example. So like there's ways we can kind of tweak your resume just slightly for the job that you want, even though you don't have it yet. It's the way you write it that's important. Without more info on your resume, I really can't help further. But when you are ready, I'm going to recommend, and when you can afford it and all that as well, I'm going to recommend that you get additional help with your resume, preferably through my course, because this is like, you're literally the type of target client I help with, but other people can help as well. But in general, I help really bring out all of your potential skills and learn and show you how to tweak them for whatever job. I've actually given you a lot of hints on how to do so and ideas on how to do so, but I'm scared that you don't really have a lot of confidence in yourself, and my program does give a lot of confidence because it really brings out every possible thing and shows you how to use it in a way that makes sense for your resume and for your future. But yes, when you are ready for that, especially I might recommend, once you're a little closer to finishing your nursing program, that would probably be a really good time for you to get into a program such as mine to really help you showcase your best to recruiters and hirers out there. For the moment, I know you're just kind of needing a standard job. You've already got a standard job that's paying your bills. I'm going to recommend you start going for those, hospital-based untrained positions right away. And once you are there and closer to the end of your program here, then my program, I think, will be the best for you. That'll be the right time for you to enter a program like mine. But yeah, I hope this has helped you a lot. Keep in touch. Let me know what happens. I'd be excited to see if you do get something in the hospital range, and get something a little bit better salary than Petco is paying. All right, for the moment, I will let you go ahead and destroy your own resume here and get some better stuff on it. And hopefully this has helped you, and it will help you get something else. See you later.